To realize his character was in there.
Oh. All right.
He was like, "Is that my boy?"
We're back. So, I should probably mute my other screen. 20 years after the final battle against Kokobial, the realms themselves have changed. Storms and many other tectonic shifts have happened in 20 years due to the explosion of her power colliding with the power of the blades and the power of two major gods that are destroying her. The cataclysm events have created shifts that have literally flipped the realms on their heads and have changed the continents and the worlds as we see them. With it, magic has started to change in the realms. Gods and devils have left to leave, new powers come in, and with the time past, the realm of Averant has seen mostly peace. The treaty between all the kingdoms is still solid, and the Council of Heartwind still exists strong. But where there is internal peace, external war still is very much a prevalent issue. Now a battle between realms is taken over, and with the absence of Bahamut and no larger gods, elder gods, or anything past around, devils and angels that have taken up places of their elders have decided to claim territory. Many powerful magics have now claimed, since clerics and paladins are not a huge part of magic, and warlocks, witches, sorcerers, and many other kinds have started to claim larger territories, knowing that their form of arcana cannot be challenged. We enter into a lavish soiree on a private estate near the Heartwind Isles, but on its own private island itself. This is usually concealed and no one knows where it is. Normally you have to be teleported there, and the teleportation only works once a year. That way no one can ever find out where it is. Each of you presumably have gotten an invitation of sorts, or you've made your way here on your own way. The invitation is random, inviting you to a lavish party, a party that has been a common, notable event since the first year of this new life after Kokobial's ending. There's only a couple rules. You attend, you enjoy yourself, but you do not give any information once you return. So, I'm going to go around in an order that I've already pre-chose and decide how you are arriving there, because you can't just take a carriage to get there. How would you have gotten there if you chose to use the invitation? And your entrance of sorts. We are going to start off, and I apologize because this is the first time going through with most of your names. Is it Roneen? Cool. We'll start off with you.
Yep, Roneen. Yep.
Okay.
And what? So, we've just come back into port on the Sea Serpent after 6 months out, and we've been in and out, but we've got a bit more leave than we've had. And this thing, I suppose, I'm in an inn for the night, and you said this sort of appears, right?
The invitation?
It's invitation?
Yes.
And what does it say exactly?
So on your envelope, that is almost kind of like onyx black with a gold lettering that has your name on it in a very beautiful calligraphy. Open it up, and it's almost like a reverse spell scroll. As you open it up, the writing actually starts to appear as you start to read, only going a few lines ahead of you. You've been cordially invited to the Anon's most profitable and illustrious event. One night only, and if you choose... Oh, did we lose somebody? Did we lose somebody?
Ben changed his
lost.
name.
Oh, Ben.
Ben!
Mr. Difficult.
Oh no.
Hold up. Hang on.
You're my character.
Technical difficulties is alive for campaign 4, y'all.
And I'm somehow Angel's character.
All right, hang on one second.
You thought we were gonna make it through. Surprise, surprise.
You
We're
all
still here.
win.
Hang on.
Yay! Do we get our magic items now, Amanda? What
We
magic
win
items?
You get
D&D.
magic
Congratulations,
items.
you won D&D.
I'm giving you back a cloak of
We won
mercy.
D&D.
Yay!
Fancy showy items.
No,
and
no,
daggers
no.
and
Cloak of Mercy's
swords.
gone. This is her penalty. She will for never get it back.
I'm working on my
Everyone
Cloak of
can level up to
Never
level
exist
20.
again.
To level
Okay,
20 right off the bat.
You're no longer the DM.
I mean, we are
sorry.
used to it.
Oh.
Oh no, there's no DM now. Okay.
It's
Okay, I got my Cloak of Mercy.
No
I
change,
got my
no
Cloak of Mercy back for
odds.
5 seconds.
I didn't think changing my server name on here would mess up my camera.
No, that is
You wouldn't,
entirely
would you?
fair. I would not think that either.
Let's see. Where did I...
It loads the screen for reference.
Don't encourage
It
him
loads
now.
the screen in alphabetical order by name. So if you change your
Yes.
name,
Oh.
Oh.
yeah.
I actually
Well,
did
that
not
would
know
do
that
it, 'cause-
myself.
Which makes no sense.
If you
because
decide to
mine
be
is,
difficult,
like,
then-
Yeah, that does make no sense
First.
for you.
Yeah.
Well, I don't
I'm
know.
sorry.
Ben broke it. That's
Maybe
all.
because I was.
All right, we're back. We got this. We're fixed.
All right, we're back.
We're back. We're back. Whoa, we're back. We're back. We're good. All right.
Whatever, sorry.
Focus, focus.
All right. You've been invited to illustrious Gala with a few rules into account. One, this is a one-day event. No matter where you are in the Gala, you return back to your location at hand. And two, no accessing the back room. You may use this invitation at midnight to summon yourself to our illustrious island. After you finish reading it, the writing starts to reverse backwards, and you can start to tell that once it like finally erases itself, it looks like it cannot be reread again, but the invitation's still there with your name on it.
All right, what time is it now?
I'd say that it is late, so it's probably going to be like, we'll probably say it's 10 o'clock right now.
All right, I am going to go out and is there a laundry facility in this port?
Sure.
I'm going
Because
to look
we're at the port you
online.
told me about, right? We're at the port we talked about.
Well, we're at some port that the
Okay.
ship came into. It doesn't really matter.
Okay. Then,
Not
sure.
where I came from. I've not been back there in 2-3 years.
Okay.
And so I'm just going to find a laundry, and I'm going to look on, see what might be drying on the line that looks like it might be fancy and looks like it might fit me,
Okay.
and yoink it.
Okay. Yoink. Okay.
And return to my room at the inn.
Okay. Do you want to
Presuming-
at least describe what your character looks like with or without the outfit that you picked?
Yes, Roneen appears human, more or less, middling height, a bit curvy, but kind of you can tell that the kind of solid underneath and a bit curvy, but not large. So great big, very dark eyes. The irises are kind of a bit bigger than you would perhaps expect. Hair shades from a dark brown through gray and white and then back again at the ends, very straight, very sleek. Lots of freckles, very dark freckles, almost, and they where they shade is less tan than gray, on very pale face, and just yeah. So that's her, and I'm going to yoink what looks pretty.
Okay.
And go back to my room and back to my room at the inn and change into it.
Okay. Sounds great. Is there anything that you're going to want to do before heading into this event? Anything like last minute or anything else that you'd like to take into account or do?
Not really. Just make sure I have my wits about me and
Okay.
my I'd say I'll stash. I'm not sure about my. There's probably some place I can stash even the big knife if I get creative with skirts.
Fair enough.
And stash all my things at various places on my person. Oh, do I want to cast? Yeah, I'm going to go. Do I want to? No, I'm not going to do that right now. I am not going to do. No, we don't need that tonight. All right. Nope, that's me. I'm set.
Okay.
I'm very curious about this.
I'm going to have a setup, so I'm actually going to complete everyone's turn as they enter the gala, and then I'll go to the next person, kind of run time. So as you get throughout the time, you can start to see the envelope and the actual card stock start to glow. Do you just decide to let it transport you?
I'm just going to sit and watch it
Okay.
very curiously. I'm very intrigued. I've heard a bit about this thing in rumors, I'm sure.
Okay.
And so I'm just curious about it, and I'll go and have a good time and keep my wits about me.
Okay. You first see it just kind of like illuminate just enough to kind of almost be like a magical light just getting off about like a 2-foot radius. Eventually, if you're sitting next to it, just kind of like pulls you into it, kind of like sucking into like the Jumanji board, kind of like that, as you can immediately pulled into it, and then immediately you just like land, almost like you fell from the sky, but you only just drop like 2 feet onto the ground, and you just find yourself in the front of this large gala, this huge estate. Currently, right now, there is no music playing on the outside, but the place is already packed. Probably without even going inside, there's probably about 1,000 patrons walking around, and there is actually some waitstaff outside wearing very tidy outfits and almost platinum trays with champagne and small anchovy-style desserts that are kind of going around as little finger foods. But we'll come back to you as you enter into there. Next up, we are going to go with Nova. So...
Oh, you choose me? I'm nervous.
You also have received this information, but I know that you have something in mind, so go for it.
So I would have been in Averant, because this is outside of Averant, right? Area? Like, we're in Averant.
You're in the Averant realm.
Right?
Yep.
Okay. So when would of the invitation appeared to
the
me?
invitation would have appeared like right at midnight the previous day, so it would have been summoned 24 hours before its use.
Okay. So I probably, once I received the invitation, I would probably have spent the rest of the night just to kind of listen in, because while I was walking around, I've heard things about this Labyrinth, kind of party, and that usually there's collections of items, and I had overheard someone talking about that there was some collections of items that are from distant lands, and someone had mentioned that there was a star. I don't know how to say it. Sorry, I forgot what the.
It's
how to say
the item you're looking for. Can you spell again? It's
here, I can type it out to one of you guys.
Because I know what it is. I just can't remember how to. The words just not coming to me. It's a navigational tool for old sailors.
Yeah. But you can use it for the stars to navigate also. So, and I've heard of that. I'm like, yes. And I also heard someone said that sometimes they have ancient things from different, like the Feywild and so on. So, even though it's against my better judgment, I am going to go there because there's supposed to be a lot of people there, because it seems like a lot of people are excited about this. And that makes me super anxious because it's a lot of people. But But yeah, so I would probably have spent the rest of the night gathering up a few things beforehand, and then during the day I would have slept and then woke up ready to go to the actual party.
So you grab the card and get transported. It does say the same thing that I did describe before.
Mm-hmm.
So you grab
Right.
it, same thing, get pulled into the card, and then immediately just get pulled in. About the same time, but like everybody's kind of getting pulled in at once, as if anybody grabs it right at midnight. They're kind of getting summoned in different spots in the front courtyard. As you go in, more information is kind of getting revealed as it all begins. You can see that there is no specific demographic of what has been given information. You see rich, you see poor, you see nobles, you see commoners, you see all different races here. Some people are dressed up, some people might not have the finer clothes, and they just maybe took the day to wash what they had. But it looks like there is no specific criteria of who got these things, whether it was random or not. You see different people there, and some people that are of the classier stock are taking like the little anchovy little things, and I've had better, where some of them that are like more economists are taking them and find them as quite a divine decadence of sorts, where you can see that some people are appreciating what they've never had, and some people look down on the people who can't have it. But you also get someone in there, and at this point, the thousands of people are outside. Some are being let in. It looks like it's not specifically like you can't come inside, but they're just like, they're not like checking people, but you can tell that weapons are allowed. There's like no rules about not bringing weapons inside, but they're just kind of like looking at people as people go into the front door, and they're not like stopping anybody, but like after like the occasional, like the 50th person, it's like, hang on 1 second, sir. All right, I know the invitation didn't say it, but we can't have that. What, this? This is nothing. This is a priceless item. Yeah, it can't come in here. We can keep it at the door for you. But I don't understand. I mean, I have a sword. I have this wand, and you're taking this from me? I'm sorry, sir. These are the rules. You can keep the other items, but we'll give it back to you before you leave. All right. Yeah. Whatever. And just takes it and puts it like in this, what looks like kind of like a lock box, but as soon as it closes, you can see like it actually creates an arcane lock on it. And immediately the person just touches it and kind of like uses their 2 fingers to turn it like a key. And then you just immediately see the arcane seal be put on the actual crest of the actual lockbox. And then you just see him pass over to another person that just grabs it very gradually, puts it on top of a tray, and starts walking over to another area. This only happens like a few times. It seems like they're actively looking for a specific thing to kind of not be allowed in here, but you cannot figure out what it is. But we'll come back to you. Next up, we'll go to Bjorn.
We don't know what Nova looks like, though.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Nova, describe what you look like. I'm sorry. Got too distracted.
All right. That's all right. So Nova is kind of peculiar, probably, well, maybe, I don't know, comparative to all the people that would be here, but they're very pale blue. They're about 5'8", and they have constellation tattoos all over their body. They have silver white hair, but the one thing that really makes them kind of stand out from other elves is that they have bright, piercing blue eyes, but the whites of their eyes are actually black, because they're adapted for the nighttime. Oh.
Cool. Bjorn. So, you also get the invitation. Where would you be at when you get this invitation?
So, actually, I would have also come off of the sea serpent after a 6 months journey with Manon, and I would have passed her with a silent, collegial nod and went to my room. And then on my bed I would have found the invitation.
Okay. Found on your bed. Yours is going to say something different, though. And it's actually a different style. Still written in black and gold. This one is already pre-summoned as far as its letters while it's on the sheet. The letters don't summon themselves as you're reading. It's already kind of set. Like the enchantment's already been activated. Good day, Bjorn. It has been some time. I have been invited to a grand event. Sadly, I do not find it comfortable nor appropriate for me to attend. I have been able to disenchant this invitation and send it to you. By all means necessary, you cannot tell anyone. They won't check. You can bring whatever you want. All I ask is that if you have any magical items on your property, it's probably best not to bring anything that can unlock other magical items. It's the only thing that we're looking for. Hope you enjoy. And if you have no way to get there, just hold on to this at midnight and it'll transport you there. Signed, and then it looks like the name has been scribbled out.
Well, I guess if someone sent me this invitation, then they know I expected to pay. So, let us see. And I will take off this. So, Bjorn is this Azamar, but he's a fallen Azamar, so his skin is deathly pale white. He has a braid that starts from the crown and goes actually all the way down to his lower back, upper butt. And it's braided and salt encrusted like it's been ignored for a long, long time. And he'll strip off this salt encrusted leather armor, revealing this just a body that has seen a lot. And we'll put on a simple black tunic and a fur cloak, and then he will grab onto the invitation.
Okay. You get pulled in the same way they do, and you see everything they see. There's a bit of a shock as soon as you land in. Immediately the envelope disappears, but you assume it's because maybe it wasn't intended for you, and it kind of gives you like a little bit of, it's like a static shock. It's not like an actual painful shock. It's just like almost like the magic that forced it to attune to you kind of left it for last second, but it worked. But you do see a soiree of people. They are starting to be let in, as I described. You do see a large estate. The place is starting to get illuminated with colors of magenta and different kind of really, really loud colors of purple. At this point, you start to notice that this is not the usual kind of, even if you've been to a gala before or anything you've heard of, this is not the conventional sort. This is something different. This is something unique. This is something once in a lifetime, whether or not it's for you. But it is there. At this time, because three others are coming in a different way, they do not show up right away. The three of you, even though not together, you do find a way to get into the front door if the three of you would choose to start walking into the event itself.
Nova would probably just be as quiet as possible and just kind of like sheepily go in.
Okay.
Don't want any attention.
Okay, just kind of
and then
looking.
probably would probably go find a corner just to kind of stay out of the way.
Okay. All right. What about Bjorn or Roneen.
Roneen is picking up a champagne with one hand and a snack with the other, and
Very good.
looking who looks interesting to talk to.
Okay. You can choose. As you're going in, there are a lot of what looks like very rich, snobby politicians, but then on the right, you do see some people that are, I'd say you'd find like a couple, what looks like wood elves that look like they kind of dress for the occasion, but maybe it's the only suit that they have. Two males that are walking in, and they look more in a romantic relationship than less than brothers as they're starting to walk in. And that's what you have currently around you right now.
Going to walk right up to the knot of snooty-looking politicians,
Okay.
slurping my in my. It should be dry by now, but taken off the line, slightly, but definitely not pressed. Sort of it's green velvet with some embroidery around here. I got it back to the room. I thought, oh yeah, I like the looks of this. But you know, it's a bit rumpled looking. So, what do y'all do for fun here?
Hello. I don't know. Have you been here before? We just got this invitation. It was addressed to both of us, and
Well, it's good to know fine folks such as yourself don't know any more than I do.
Oh, you're too kind.
At least
Fine.
the food's good, right?
No, it's fantastic. I mean, not for me of sorts. I'm a vegan, but he can't get enough of this. It's double for me, and kind of goes over there and grabs two of them and starts going down on them.
Ah, well, I just kind of smile at him. My teeth are perhaps slightly sharper looking than the average human.
They just
carnival.
They just look at you. We've never been invited to even a regular gala before. This is we spent a lot, most of what we had, just to get these vests and trousers. It's all we could afford.
Oh my goodness!
Hopefully we don't.
Well, you look marvelous. I'm sure you'll both.
You look gorgeous yourself. That's quite a...
this thing. It's just a little something I picked up.
Well, we do with what we can.
Well, you look much friendlier than that lot over there, and I kind of jerk my thumb at the snooty looking ones.
Yeah, we don't.
They look like they do this all the time, and they wouldn't know fun if it bit him on the nose.
Yeah, we don't hang around with their crowd. If you want to accompany us inside, maybe
Let's
better
do that.
stay in the crowd.
Maybe there's somewhere to dance here. I'm not hearing any music or anything.
Oh,
all these people just like sticks.
That is quite odd. Yeah, I don't hear any music currently right now, but I've been told
we should do something about that.
They have something different here. I don't know what it means, but I'm curious to try it out. As they start walking with you in, you do notice that
Let's go explore.
For some reason the front gate, the gentleman at the front gate kind of looks at the three of you oddly and you're good and lets you through. But then someone behind you is like, wait. Yeah, you can't bring that in there. As you see that he kind of confiscates what looks like, it kind of looks like almost like a tuning fork, but arcane in nature of some kind. You can't make heads or tails as you're walking away of what it is. But again, someone kind of brings up a fuss of like, it's nothing. It's not. I have a sword. Why are you taking this from me? Kind of thing like that. But you do make it inside. Currently now, as you walk in, you do see that you're mostly restricted to the central gala itself, which is from the entrance here. It's not coming up at the front gate, all the way to the back wall right here, which are fully closed doors. It looks like they do let you wander a little bit to the left, to the right, but they do kind of have people posted. It doesn't look like they're necessarily trying to stop you, but they just want to make sure it's controlled. Near the back
I'm just going to explore everywhere I can.
Fair enough. You do see that there is like a band starting to set up by the back door, but unlike the usual like bards, this actually looks like it's like a couple elven females, a couple male tieflings, and an Azamar in the back, and they look like they're carrying unusual instruments. With the new day and age, there has been some tech that has been released, some arcane weapons, and there has been a release of certain kind of instruments that can now be enchanted with small amounts of arcane crystals that can give them uses. And it looks like each one of them are using these specific instruments, but you've never heard one of these before. But it looks like they are still setting up. At this time, 3 random people fall from the sky and land in the bushes to the side of the actual building itself. No one actually hears this as it happens, but they do fall in as the only 3 people who do not actually take the actual invitation to get summoned there. They decided to use a different way of going in. And to imply you guys would have been summoned over here on the right side in these bushes over here, if you can see where my cursor is.
Nice.
I do not see it.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, bottom right.
Yeah.
I see it.
Had to zoom in.
Oh, I fell on my keys.
The 3 of you land in. No one sees, and there are no guards really like going through and patrolling the outside spots. You do hear like, what was that? Oh, nothing, darling. Let's just keep moving on. It's probably just someone having fun in the bushes. Let them have their time, and then just keeps moving onwards.
I shove Alistair off me.
Oh, God, blessed.
We'll start off with the siblings, if you want to describe your characters.
Ladies first, sis.
I am a 5'7" tiefling-ish. I have horns. They're decorated with jewelry. I've got like paler red skin and these giant black wings fading out to red. I've got kind of a black jacket on and picking myself up from the ground, pulling thorns and stuff off my jacket and brushing myself off.
Okay.
Alistair is also a red, but a little bit more red tiefling. He has the black and red feathery wings as well, wearing what looks like well-used training armor. He's got a wooden shield and a decent-sized hammer on his back, and about 6 feet tall, greenish eyes, and he's currently... I was talking in the background, I apologize.
Right.
He's like pulling his shield like out of the bush, and like putting it back on.
Okay. All right. And then last but not least,
Manon is a purple, light-skinned purple tiefling with short, brownish black horns. She has blue demonic eyes, so the irises, the whites of them, are black. And she has shorter brown, dirty blonde hair with white streaks in it. She's wearing a kind of like a nicer leathery tunic coat type thing. Something, it's obviously nice, but it's also a little bit casual for the wealthier folks here. And while they're trying to figure out where the fuck they are, I am scrambling to my feet and I am taking off to the front. And I just say, thanks for the ride, as I bolt forward and leave them in the bush.
What the hell?
Where is she going?
What? I don't know. I don't even know where we're at.
Hey, Manon? Manon. It was Manon, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Lead up. Manon. Do.
Do we need to just get out of our system now?
I lost my train of thought.
well,
That's the only
do
thing
you
going
run
through my
away
mind.
so fast that you're out of like earshot when they try to contact you?
I'm definitely getting away from them. I'm
Okay.
definitely ditching them. So
Fair enough.
probably.
Okay.
And even if they do call out, I don't respond.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. So as Manon starts heading, you start seeing that a lot of the crowd is going in the actual building themselves. You do see a large, lavish courtyard, which right now it looks like they started as the event is starting to move in. They started adding in more ambiance to the outside. The A large water fountain in the front has now been illuminated with lights of magical nature to almost like be like dancing lights on it. To as they move, the water moves with them, but almost illuminates the water at the same time to give it some ambiance. You do see that there are some people that are tending in stables, but it is curious as where would they go. But there does seem a path that circles around the whole area itself. And you do see this whole area is mostly cut off outside the map. So basically outside the trees is nothing but cliffs. As you don't see any other islands within eyeshot. But you start to hear music starting to play on the inside. We will do something different this time, as I will be playing more club style music for this session. And you start to hear a different style of music playing as you start to come in.
I'm going to kind of run into the middle of the crowd, to where they hopefully won't see me right away if they choose to chase me down. I am taking in the sights for a moment because I've never seen anything like this before. Only read about it. Before I pull out my invitation, just to make sure I'm at the right place, because I didn't get here the planned way. And reread it. Does anything change on my invitation other than the last time I read it?
I'm sorry, what?
I pull out my invitation just to make sure I'm at the right place, because
Yeah.
I don't know where this place is. Do the names or anything change?
Well, the names of your companions, the names have been removed of your companions, so they would have been added when they came in. But it does look like the information written has been slightly altered.
So what is it? Or what altered again? Sorry.
So if you reread it, the writing is now different. It is mostly the same. You have been invited to a illustrious event that only happens once a year at midnight. We have noticed that you have not used the power of the envelope to summon yourself here. This is a violation of the terms and conditions of this event.
I didn't plan for that.
And hang on, I gotta pull up the rest of it. I gotta remember what it says.
No, you're
Okay.
fine.
And roll initiative.
Yeah.
You have
Am I gonna
violated
start?
the conditions as described in the contract. There we go. As in the contract. For the tiefling known as Manon Theraphor, you are cordially invited into the Queen's Domain at 1 p.m. We expect you to bring your companions with you at post-haste.
Shit. Mom's gonna kill me. It says I can still get in, and
You're given 1 hour.
Yeah.
It's midnight right now, so you're given 1 hour.
oh. I just roll my eyes. I'm like, great. And then I'm gonna walk up to the front and hand him my invitation.
He just looks at you. Go ahead.
And I go in.
Okay. All right. You start entering into what is now a bustling, busy area. The main entrance is turned into partially a large dance floor / many cocktail tables of different kind of foods scattered around, of champagnes and fine wines, along with small crab cakes and small little vegetable platters that are being scattered around of really nice sauces put on. There is intrigue and curiosity amongst the estate itself. Many people are there just to enjoy. But people of a different kind are going around and have decided to say, I want to know what this is about. And certain people are going around and checking certain rooms and trying to understand. Before we come back to you, we're going to continue to who have not walked in yet. So she has left you, that bitch. And
You freaking kidding me?
I'm kind of appalled. I thought, I don't know. I thought she'd be a little nicer.
All right. Hey, Azalia, this field trip is over. We're going to go find her, and we're going to figure out how to get the hell back, and then we're going home.
Fine.
No, I don't want to. We're going. Let's go. And I'm going to start walking towards the front door.
Just gonna cross my arms and walk behind him.
Okay. You immediately get stopped.
Can I?
Our friend went in there.
Your
we're just
companion
finding her.
entered in. She did not request you to join her.
But
Okay, well, can you go get her and bring her back out here, please?
As he looks at you, you just can hear like he puts his hand to his ear. You're good. Head in.
Okay, thanks. Just gonna kind of storm in.
I
Okay.
immediately get distracted by little
Finger foods.
anchovy hors d'oeuvres and finger foods and just start grabbing stuff as we walk past.
Alistair, as you like stomp in, you really get like this really somehow there's already some dude that's already super fucking drunk off his ass. As you see like this really super drunk Goliath immediately comes up to you, puts his big ass arm around you. Oh, what's up, boy? It's been a long time. How's it going?
I don't know you.
Oh, you know, they're from the place. You know,
I don't know you, sir.
aren't you
You know,
Theodore?
you could stand to be a little friendlier. He said hello.
No. No, he said he knows me. I don't know
You're
him.
Theodore, right? Yeah, you're Theodore.
No, I'm not. Your friend is somewhere else. Please move on.
Theodore wouldn't act like this, and he starts walking off.
Yeah, you're right. I'm not Theodore. Please move on, sir.
You know, I kind of like this place.
Shut up.
As you guys are all in there, you do notice certain things that you would assume at a regular gala would get banned. You do see occasionally, like as like someone drunk or maybe let's say a dispute happened, someone immediately starts drawing out a sword and they immediately have a duel like on one of the side rooms. You mostly see that it is not being stopped, but it's being watched to make sure it doesn't get out of hand. Eventually, they break a vase and immediately someone goes in. All right, it's enough. Sheathe the weapons, otherwise you're out. Immediately they sheathe their weapons and move on. So, for the first one that entered in, as she was a little bit curious, which direction did you want to go first, as you're wondering?
Me?
Yes, Roneen.
I'm just going to, let's see, go in the front door here. I don't know, what's the first open door I see? First open door I see is probably this room over here.
Okay.
This purple one. I'll just go in there and see what's there.
Currently, there's
Check
a
it
few
out.
other people in there right now. It looks like this is like a very fancy like drinking lounge. Currently, they have different kind of liquors in there right now. Whiskeys and brandies that are currently in there. And it looks like there's actually a silence spell put over this, leaving it where it's actually only the music playing within this room compared to the exterior room, as this one sounds like it actually has really like two bards in here, like going around from leather couch to leather couch and just playing like a somber tune, as it's meant to be a more relaxing area just to enjoy your drink and just take in the environment.
Well, I could get used to this. Is it actually a silent spell that you can only hear the bards, or is it just that it's shutting out the music from?
It's shutting out the music
main
from
area?
from outside of it.
Okay.
It's like a reverse sound
I'm
spell.
going to get me one of the nicest looking brandies,
Okay.
and I'm going to settle down with this kitty by the fireplace to enjoy it and
Fair
listen to
enough.
the music for a bit.
Gentleman just comes by and he shows you two glasses. You immediately pick the brandy out as you find this really nice tumbler with a single what looks like almost kind of like a never thawing ice cube inside. As you grab this brandy and you sit down over by this nice fire and you find little mittens and you enjoy a very, very nice brandy. It is quite soothing and almost like there's an active, not like a charm going on here, but maybe with the candles and the ambiance, is it's meant to act as almost like a calm spell, as it is constantly keeping you relaxed.
All right.
Just gonna chill.
Well, I will and just chill here for a bit until I finish my brandy, and then I'll think about going to check out some more.
Fair enough. All right. Bjorn and Nova, what would you like to do?
Go ahead, Nova.
Nova's gonna try to find a room that doesn't have a lot of people in it. So, I don't know, can I look around to see if there's a room that doesn't have a lot of people in it?
Currently right now, it looks like most of the people are taking up the front areas, so it looks like the top right, this kind of like half like round room on the right, where it has a lot of candlelights around it. That one is currently not taken, and then the one on the left is also not taken, but that one looks like it's storage.
Where did you say there was storage? Wait, this
Top
one?
left.
Right here?
No, top left.
Right here. Oh.
I mean, those are all technically storage, but it looks like this one, the top left, is the storage that's not currently being filled with people.
I thought it was a bedroom. It looked like a bedroom. Sorry. On the map. I'm gonna go in the one with the big fireplace and, seems very quiet. Nobody's in here right now, and just go find a spot.
As you go in, there's just there looks like there was a few people, and they kind of like exit right when you enter in. You don't know how much time you'll have just like to hang out by yourself, but currently right now it's empty. The warming of the fire is quite relaxing. There seems to be a couple things of note in here as you merely look in. It looks like there's a couple tall like shelves that have glass casing on that are holding intricate items. One of them looks like it is a broken sword, so it has the actual guard, the handle, and a little bit of the metal on it, but it's missing the point and half the blade. Another one itself seems to be some kind of... it looks like it's a hood of a cloak, and it looks like the cloak itself has been probably burned, and it's mostly just a hood, and it's resting on like a shoulder plate to let it just kind of sit.
Can I investigate more and see if I can maybe find what I was looking for originally, the reason why I came here?
If you want to investigate this room, you can. Yeah, give me an investigation check.
Okay. First roll of the night. No whammies. Oh, that's a whammy. That is only a 5.
In this room, you see what you see. I mean, like, it has a couple items to display. You do see some books on the walls that are kind of like angled up. It's not like a bookshelf, but in front of the candles, they're like prized possession books. None of these are spell books by any means, but they looks like they are records of certain things. They are locked, but they do have certain volume numbers on them. But looks like none of these books are meant to go for the same collection. You do see one of note that's close to the fireplace that shows the duel of the devil and the angel. Another one represents what is called the God's Hand. And then the one next to it is called the Devil's Sword. Each one, you can at least tell, depicts something between devils and angels, but none of them are part of the same collection.
So you said they were locked, so you can't read them?
There's a clasp on the actual binding of them.
Okay.
It could easily be broken if you wanted to, but it looks like they just need a simple key to unlock.
I'm just gonna curiously look around to see if I could see a key in plain sight. If there isn't one, then I'm just gonna go sit.
No key in plain sight.
Okay, then I'm gonna go sit by the fireplace. And I'm going to actually try to move one of the chairs closer because it's cold. It's very cold.
Okay.
And so I'm going to sit by the fireplace.
Okay, Bjorn.
Before I would have entered in or gotten to the gatekeepers, I would throw my hood up, unstring my bow so it looks like a walking stick, and wrap the bowstring around my neck like a necklace. Huck a couple arrows away, put the quiver in a nearby bush, and also tuck a broken long sword, broken halfway up, jagged, and tuck it in my lower back, and then kind of take on like a old, decrepit band style as I walk into the gala and hand the invitation to the gatekeepers.
Okay. Okay. They don't say anything. They just let you pass by.
Perfect. Wherever there's the closest, biggest fire, that's where I'm making a beeline towards.
Okay. If you're not looking specifically fireplace, but you're just looking for like the closest fire, well, I guess technically fireplace, you would go into this bottom right-hand room.
Perfect.
It is actually one of the most common attractions right now, but because of it, it's not only warm because of the body heat, but the fire. It is busy in there, but you can give me an investigation check as you enter in.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Wrong one. $22.
Okay. This room is very popular for 3 reasons. One is this room is enchanted. It's specifically protected that whatever is enchanted the room can't leave by normal circumstances, like a protection spell. 2 is this room, no one can be harmed in this room. You see someone drunk just testing it, and he just like pulls out a blade and just tries to stab his friend in the eye, and the blade just shatters upon his eye. The last thing is the reason why this protection spell is here. On top of the 3 protection circles, which is the purple, there is 3 large podiums holding 3 large enchanted items. These items are pristine, but they look like they have been aged improperly. That looks like a collector bought them, but they probably lost their power. They each have a description on them. The main one itself, the center one, is what looks like a great hammer, a war hammer. This one is called Malice. It looks like it's specifically meant to destroy souls of the enemies that die beneath it. Another one looks like it's specifically a necklace. This necklace is specifically just called Sheath. It looks like the properties of it allows it to allow you to activate possibly a weapon without holding it. And the last thing is a staff. This staff is broken in half, but it looks like it still has magical properties to it. It looks like whoever holds this staff allows them to have extreme amount of speed, and it's just called the Staff of Haste. A lot of people are like taking into account these items, and they're just like, oh man, I thought this thing was like lost. How the fuck did this person get this? As most of the rumors are in here about these items that are like legendary items that were lost to time many, many, many years ago.
I will ignore all of that and just be happy I'm near a warm fire after 6 months cold at sea.
Fair enough. All right. We'll go to Manon.
I think I lost them outside, but just to be safe, I'm gonna dive left to the nearest room just to see if I can wait them out till I figure out what the fuck I need to do with this.
So you're gonna go in this. You're gonna go in this room.
Yep.
Okay. You immediately go in as you immediately sense a spell that you immediately pass through, as immediately you do not hear the music outside. You do see that this is a very comfortable room. Immediately, good evening, as immediately a tray. Whiskey? Brandy?
No, thanks.
Okay. Well, feel free to sit down, have a seat. You do find a couple people inside, including someone sitting over by a fire, drinking a brandy and patting a cat.
The brandy's real good.
Not a brandy person.
No.
But I am gonna go over and sit by the fire, and before I sit down, I'm gonna throw my hood up, and I'm gonna fish out these glasses and put them on, and plump down with my back to the door.
Okay.
You hiding from somebody?
Something like that.
Oh, well, it's a good place for it. Do you know anything about this shindig here?
I got an invitation, and I showed up.
Yeah, same here. If it's like this all night, I guess I won't complain, but hopefully there's a bit more excitement at some point.
Is there, like, an event, like, other than just drinking and sitting around and staring at things?
I don't know. I'm sure there's something, but I saw a band tuning up when I came in, but they hadn't started playing yet.
Are all the parties in Aberrant like this?
I've never been to a fancy party like this. I could not tell you. I'm usually a bit more on the modest side.
Fair enough.
Have you not been to Aberrant before?
It's complicated. No.
What plane are you from?
Leaving the dice up to decide how I answer these questions. Shadowfell.
Oh, a dramatic one.
Dramatic is very fitting.
Well,
Have you been there?
we're all getting a bit out of our element. We should enjoy it.
So I take it you've never been?
The Shadowfell? No. Is it called Oceans?
I mean, I guess if you ask the right person, it's dark.
I mean, any ocean is dark if you go down far enough. I don't know. I think I'd like to see all of the oceans and all of the realms someday.
Can't really say I've seen much of the ocean in the Shadowfell, though.
Oh. Shame. I don't like being too far from it myself. So where do you go?
Libraries.
Oh. A bookworm. Books have interesting things in them.
It's kind of a relaxing, fun thing to do, so prefer to read.
Fair enough. I get a bit bored soon enough, but you learn interesting things.
While Manon's talking, she like glances behind her every few seconds to see if she sees giant red
Perception
and
check.
black wings.
Perception check.
Wasn't bad. Wasn't bad. 16.
Okay. Just curious. We'll pause on that. Go to Alistair and Azalia. Where are you guys at once you guys go in?
Should we put our tokens down so we can?
I mean, if you
all
want
see
to,
where
just so you know where you're
Actually-
placed, that's fine. Yeah, if you want to do that, that's cool.
Because
Why
I don't
am I-
really know where anybody is.
Why is my name
We're so
Ryan?
tiny on this map. Oh shit.
It's everybody and just Ryan.
I don't know why yours is just Ryan. Yeah.
It's cracking me up.
I'm a shower and down the grower.
They're so itty bitty.
Itty bitty baby.
That little guy? Don't worry about that little guy.
I think we're
And it's cold outside.
here, right,
where-
Roneen? This area?
Yeah, I think I put myself in, but I don't know
By the
where I
kitty.
ended up. So.
By the
Oh,
kitty.
yeah, I know, but I
There.
think I didn't. I don't want to put 2 copies of myself. I think I
Oh.
did not succeed in putting myself down. I just want to make sure. No.
Here's
There we
the
go.
There it
true
is.
roll.
Nope, I heard it. Nope. That
was an accidental phenomena.
Fair enough. All right. So
Premature phenomena.
when you guys
There are
would
no
walk
accidental
in,
ones.
before we determine if she sees you or you see her, where would you two go?
Where is the most food? Like the most servants with trays of food? Because it was really delicious.
I mean,
when I grabbed
in
them.
the main straight path is where all the food's basically being served as far as the
Onward I go.
noms. Okay. As you move down, you do get a different style of food as you progress through. As you get closer to the back of the actual building itself, the food turns into small morsels and more of like a like larger pieces of like larger crab cakes, and then what looks like they're almost like kebabs but fancily made. Like you actually like it's almost like fancier kind of meats, and then it's you got like bacon wrapped scallions and stuff like that are put at the end.
Oh, I hit Alistair in the shoulder. Come on, this way.
Hey, we're looking for someone here. Hang on. And I'm like looking around for Manon.
Oh, look, it's okay.
Okay.
Have you tried this? Like, we don't have anything like this by us. It's not.
Just
it's
a minute.
good. I shove
I'm
a
like-
piece of food in his face.
All right, Alistair, you also give me a perception check. Just as you're moving around, if you
Okay.
do spot her, and I'll also take this account against the perception check.
Yeah. Oh, I don't think I see her. Hang on.
Five. Okay.
Six.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you don't spot her. Manon, you as you're looking back, you don't see them, but there are a couple things to note that you spot because you keep looking back like a fucking twitch. One is you notice that every room is getting very, very busy. Even if someone came in this room, since you're on the other side, it would be hard for them to see you as they have to cross through. The other thing you notice with your perception check is that there's a couple people that are moving between the rooms that don't look like they fit, as they're actively looking for things. One specifically is a tiefling. You see her quick out of glance. The other one you see looks like a high elf. And again, you see out of glance. And it looks like they are checking things. As each room has some kind of rare possession in it, they're constantly looking for something. Everybody else is taking in the vibes of these items, but they're investigating them and be like, no. And they kind of keep moving on. And as you keep looking back, you kind of like notice it, and you don't realize that they are kind of like scoping the place out until after they already left.
Well, as a player, I'm like this. As a character, I'm not. So I'll glance back a couple times, and thankfully, like, I don't see them. I take note of them, but I'm like, I don't know, Avern's weird. People probably are weird here. So I turn back to the fire. After a moment, I lean over, kind of glance over at Roneen, and I'm like, so have you, like, ever been to one of these parties before?
This kind? No. Don't really know what it's about. But the food's good,
you know
the drink's good.
hap-
It's colorful. I like color. Sorry?
Do you know what happens when, like, people get in trouble here? Like, do you just get kicked out?
Here? I mean,
Like this
Averin, at this party, I don't know a thing. Do you want to get in trouble and find out?
I may be already in trouble.
Oh,
How did you get here?
I had an invitation. It
Like-
sort of
like-
sucked me in, like magic.
Oh. Good to know.
How did you get
You know what
here?
It's a long story, but not that way.
Well, then you're the most interesting person I've seen tonight.
I'm really not. Do you know where the Queen's chambers, whoever...
There's a queen.
Uh,
Oh, let's go find the queen.
let's not. And I'm gonna pull out my invitation and try to see if I can read the little citation ticket I have now at the top. Where did it say to go?
Just says Queen's Chamber. 1 o'clock.
God damn it. Can't leave the fucking Shadowfell. There's still a queen that's breathing over.
Find out where the Queen's Chamber is. I'm a bit curious now.
At this point, after like 20 minutes has passed, the music kind of cuts down for a second as everyone, as you immediately see this gentleman stand up right over by the stage as the music cuts down.
Do we hear this in the side room as well?
Yes, the spell kind of cuts
Alright,
it
then
for
I
a
will-
second.
Go out and see what the commotion is.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow her out, but like be hiding in my hood, scoping.
As you do see this gentleman, what you see is what looks like a very, very, very pale tiefling. Not like sickly so, but almost looks like he is kind of like a high elf tiefling. Like his skin is really, really light colored, but his horns are almost like he stained them gold. His nails are gold, and then he even has like tattoos that are edged in like some kind of gold enchantment. He's wearing more kind of like a sheer outfit, very flamboyant, where he's got kind of like a sheer dress on that kind of like drapes off one side, and then where he's got a pant leg on one side, but half the dress on the other. Long 3 pieces of necklaces that kind of cross each other down to about like his belly button area as he just stands up. I would like to give everyone thanks for joining into the yearly festivities. We could not be here without you, as everyone starts clapping. Just a moment before we continue with the festivities. Once again, I must remind you of the rules. First off, this is a quartered experience. If you choose to leave, please activate your invitation and head out. But the invitation automatically activates at the end of the event as soon as sun rises. After that, we advise you to not talk about this party to everyone else. Enjoy it for what it's worth. Do not gossip about it once you leave. The pleasures of this party is because they are secret. That being said, enjoy what the Queen has to offer you. All of her enchanted items, food, lustrous event, music. Have a good time. All we ask is that you enjoy yourselves. Without further ado, as immediately you just start seeing these spectral stairs come over him above the actual room that is forbidden, as you immediately see what looks like a shrouded elf, pale skin, paler than his, with what looks like tattoos that are kind of golden but kind of more toned down. She's not wearing anything like overly feminine. It just looks like a cloak that almost looks like it is made of the galaxy itself. Stars that are constantly moving around on her cloak itself, as if every gesture she has changes the aesthetic and the actual pattern of it. As everybody goes quiet, as you hear some people, it's like, oh my god, it's her. And she's just, without opening up her mouth, all of you get telepathic speak, whether she cannot speak herself or she chooses not to. I welcome you all to my humble home. With these times, with these difficult times, we must enjoy the few moments that we have. Know that what we have is each other. Times where we should not be separated, but joining as one. Where I have someone as she holds this very, very overly expensive necklace. A trinket from someone who had much. Then she holds another thing that looks like a rusty dagger. A trinket from someone who had little. But both of these are important to me, as we are all equal in the world that's been created. And remember that no matter what these wars and what the gods and the devils do that are remaining and taking the lands, we are all at one to protect these lands. Remember, she just points at one like noble and she points at like one commoner. We should not be separated into our own groups. You have your lives outside of here, yes, but in here we're all one. Come, join, mingle. For everyone can enjoy everything equally here. But enjoy. nonetheless, have a good time. And let the music continue, as immediately the music starts going back up and she just starts walking back down these invisible steps and goes back into her room through the rooftop.
Is that normal?
Honestly, none of this is normal, but I know I'm perhaps not the best judge. What do you suppose she's the queen of?
I'll allow everyone to give me a
I know.
perception check to listen to see if you can hear anybody say any facts that they have or any rumors that you're going around.
Negative for me. That's a 6.
Negative.
That's
11.
11.
Yeah, that was my first nat 1 for a 6.
All right, Nova and
Starting
Bjorn, what'd you get?
Started it off right.
17.
17.
22.
Nice. Between the two of you, you're able to hear some of the crowd for a couple rumors, whether or not they are true or not. One is specifically saying that she is someone ancient. I swear, have you heard? She's like older than the gods. Well, that can't make sense. What the fuck is she doing here? If she's older than the gods, what's she doing living with us? I don't know. That's what I heard. Another person you can hear just like praying to themselves. I've lived many lifetimes to finally experience this moment. Not to drink the alcohol, not to indulge, but just to see her eyes. Protect us.
No, Nova would like glance when she heard that and be like, get weirdly like, oh, kind of give a shady eye because like, what was that? Like, kind of thing.
As the music starts to increase in volume, as the music starts to increase in volume, you start to notice that shutters start to open on the actual like rooftop. Arcane, so it's nearly just glass on the rooftop. As you start to notice that something's happening around the island, almost like there's a permanent aurora borealis that's kind of like circling the island itself. You don't know how it started, if this is a natural event or some kind of illusion that's happening, but there's constantly like a spectral force that is now just glooming over the island. Not harmful. A lot of people are just like, whoa, what the fuck? I've never seen anything like this. And then some people are in fear.
As soon as Nova saw that, they would have like took out their book and like run out the door to try to go see it outside.
Okay, I'll allow you to roll me a perception check with advantage due to your background.
20, baby.
Nat 20? All right.
For a 25.
With the way this is blanketing, noting that there is still embers in the sky of what has left behind from Seraphina, but they're light. There has been nothing in magical existence so far in the 20 years that has been able to stop it. This a little aurora borealis has cleaned up that part of the sky and has replaced itself with it. This natural 20 that you got is going to tell you 3 things.
I need to write things down. I don't have. I need a pen. Ah. Okay.
One is that this is not a normal event, but you have seen something like this before in only one location, the Far Realm. This usually presets a larger event. It's kind of like the calm before an inevitable storm. 2 is whenever this happens, it usually is supposed to create a calming effect for everyone who sees it, whether this is working. 3.
Wait. Whoa, you're going way too fast. I can't write that fast. Sorry. So you said for the first one, you said it was found in the Far Realm and usually predates.
You've only seen it in the Far Realm.
Okay, but it predates.
No, It's usually the starting effect of something that can happen later.
Starting effect. All right. Okay.
3
and
is
second, it gives a common.
It gives a
calming
calming effect.
feeling.
It's supposed to give a calming feeling. The third thing, and the ever more important thing, usually when this happens, it is called what is known as the awakening. Normally, when this happens, is when an ancient god is reborn.
I'm literally going to be scribbling in my notebook and then like dating in the time, stamping, looking at and drawing whatever little like constellations I can see around near it, and like adding notes, and even kind of very oddly look like I'm taking my pen and kind of like putting it up towards the sky to kind of like as a measurement of like size, and making note of that. So I'm not paying attention to anybody around me.
Okay.
Just that.
Okay.
Woohoo.
With that, we're going to take a quick break. Let everybody go to the bathroom. We'll be right back in 10 minutes.
Oh,
All right, we're back.
on.
Huzzah.
Woohoo.
All right. So you get this information. What do you guys do after this effect appears in the sky?
I mean, I didn't get this information. I've not met her.
I'm
I was
the
going to
only
turn to someone next to me and go, so what is she the queen of anyway?
Shit if I know.
Fair enough.
Does Averin just have queens of nothing?
Well, usually there's like queens of the different... queens and kings of the different kingdoms they've had in the past. I don't know. People keep trying to explain it to me. It doesn't make any sense to me. What is this? What are all of these things on display? I'm suddenly interested in all of the items.
Okay.
So I'm going to just start going and checking them all out.
Okay. You start just kind of figuring out as you go through different rooms that each room has just like, as far as you can tell, even if you don't really understand what the item is, the description is always telling you that there's about 100 different ancient items that have been lost to time that has been kept preserved here, even if they've already lost their magical powers. In fact, everything here that you can see is an item that's been lost to time that is a one of a kind. That has lost its power some way, somehow. Whether it's broken, or it's just decayed, or its charges have been overused, something.
But it's all ancient and unique things?
Yep, one of a kind.
Okay.
Anywhere from clothing to armor to weaponry. There's even what looks like, and it's one of the more prized possessions that's put closest to the back room, which looks like it's simply just a threading needle, but it is actually protected by 2 guards. People can still look at it, but like they're taking extra precaution of this.
Does it say what it is? Is there a plaque on it that says what it is?
The Weaver's Needle.
The Weaver's Needle.
Uh-oh. Where's my milk?
Gotta have that conspiracy milk.
In fact, there's 2 other items that are
well-
that are by it that have the same name on it. So there's the Weaver's Needle. There is what looks like a broken gold strand, another one that's called the Reaver's Yarn. And then the last one is what looks kind of like an all-seeing eye, as like an actual like piece of gold. And it's called the Weaver's Eye.
All right, well, all this is very interesting, but I mean, I started to get suspicious, but none of this seems like it would be what I would be looking for. So I'm going to just kind of start chilling again. Do you want to dance?
I don't really dance.
Oh, that's all right. Nobody's going to pay attention, and I just tried and grab Manon's hand and pull her out.
I'll let her pull me only because I realize that I'm back out in this hallway and I head on a swivel again. Do I see them?
Well, where are the two others? Are they where we left them?
Hallway?
Say we probably moved a little further this way when Weird Lady came out.
Mm-hmm.
You were shoving food into your brother's
So-
face.
So yeah, we're probably around this vicinity.
So
I'd say.
you'd see them
Shit.
like walking through. One of them is just like filling her face with all the foods. And the other one's constantly like, "Where the fuck is she?"
I guess the more important question is, do they see me?
All right. Why don't you give me a stealth check, and then either both of you or one with advantage, give me a perception check.
I'll let Alistair go with advantage because I'm really focused on the food and asking people what they know of weird, crazy lady that came out and gave speeches.
That's a working class 20.
It's a natural one.
Oh!
Yeah, you constantly are stepping on Roneen's feet. You are constantly tripping over her. You actually accidentally slam into like a cocktail table. Everybody's looking at you, and they spot you right away.
Fuck.
I start
Don't worry
beelining.
about it. I kind of help her. I write the table. Don't worry about it. It has the sort of thing happens at parties all the time. Maybe not these fancy ones, but they should learn if it doesn't.
Hey, where's that dancing room? Let's go. And I grab her and I start walking.
All right, you guys
There's
see
a
where
dancing room.
you guys see where she's going.
If she says there's a dancing room, I'm going to follow.
Okay, so
I have no
where?
idea where it is. I'm just walking.
Okay. I'll say that you, with that, because you're going to want to go the furthest away, I'm going to say, do you want to go left or right?
Ooh. Right.
Okay. You end up going to the room that Nova was in before. So you
This
go.
one?
Yeah, the far right one. Top right.
Oh, wait, right?
Yeah.
Oh, up
Top
there.
right. This one?
Yep.
Oh, here. Okay.
There are a couple people in it now. But it is very inviting in there. Comfortable. Most people are just kind of sitting around, kind of killing a buzz, or they're just enjoying their champagne and try to get away from the crowd. But you find yourself as a dead end as Alistair and Azalia do catch up with you.
Dancing in here. And as I turn around to go back out of the room.
Oh,
Hello.
Hi! So, reason you're
Hi,
bringing
You.
them up?
Sorry?
who?
You, and I point at Manon.
Oh, you know each other.
Yeah, don't think the glasses are going to make me not realize who you are. Come on.
All right, what do you want?
To go back.
Well,
Or
you heard the
know where we
announcement.
came to?
Ask around.
Did you not mean to come here?
No, we didn't. This charlatan somehow biffed us here.
You didn't get
Oh,
an
you know, it's
invitation.
backwards.
I don't even know what this is.
It's a party?
We were gonna go to a throne room and we're going down a secret passage, and apparently this is
Throne
not a secret
room?
passage.
Not a secret passage, and there's no throne. Now I'm intrigued.
Yeah, so funny story. I point at Azalia and Alistair. We have to go to the Queen's Chambers here in like 15 minutes.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm not falling for that again.
We're not going anywhere.
You got invited to the Queen's Chambers. They're special, and you're not going.
I highly
I'll
doubt
go
it's
with you.
the actual Queen's Chambers, because she told us this last time. And we ended up here.
And I don't care
There's
about
a queen
some
here.
queen.
It's not an invitation, all right? And actually it is. And I throw them the invitation. But it's more like a demand.
I kind of look at it and be like, this looks like a you problem. This looks like we should leave. We should leave and go back.
So
Trust me.
we're going to do something new that we've never used on the sheets before. For the people in that room, I need a passive insight check.
Oh.
That's terrible.
Yeah, my passive insight is 9.
12.
11.
14.
Oh, I wish I was in there.
You don't notice. There's a couple of people who leave, but like for a second while you guys are bickering or talking, I don't know how you want to put it, but like people start to leave the room,
Bickering.
kind of like, let's let them have their space. Eventually someone comes in. The look doesn't really throw you off. Everybody's wearing different clothing around here. Someone comes in with cloak up, immediately walks past you and just kind of like sides by you. Looks at the books. Looks at the books. Decides to go for the one on the actual mantle. Grabs it. Looks at it. Takes it and starts walking away.
I don't care.
Fair enough.
Did it look like a cool book?
Not with that passive insight.
Okay, I don't care then.
Can I take note of their face? Just really quick?
What's your passive perception? Because you wouldn't have really taken into account it until you would have been walking past. So what would be your passive?
It's a 14.
14? Let's see if it's 14. Okay, I'm going to say because most of the face is shrouded within the cloak, you're able to notice that they at least have a human-colored skin tone and are most likely a female. But you can't really get anything more than that as their face is mostly shrouded within the cloak.
Okay.
And when I say human color, it's like a peachish kind of skin tone.
I was kind of hoping that they were going to come break this up and get me out of here, but they didn't, so now I don't care anymore. I just look at the two and I'm like, all right, read it. It says all 3 of us, so you can leave, which is totally fine by me, or you can come with.
Joe, do I see on it that I can read the thing and get out of there?
See on what, on the invitation?
On the invitation, didn't it say something about reading the incantation to leave?
If it belongs to you.
My name's on it, isn't it?
It was. But once you left, your guys' names were removed from it.
So we're no longer attached to this?
No.
What does it read again? It says that we don't have to come there, though, does it?
So the ability to the spell that brings everyone here immediately pulls them back when the event is done, which is just before sunrise, so just before dawn. There has been no speculation of what happens if you just decided to just, became a party crasher. How do you leave? No one knows.
Well, the invite said something about she had to come, and then
right
to the queen thing. I'm sorry.
Violation.
So she was supposed to bring her companions with her.
I'm assuming that's you two.
Can I make an inference that I would need to be on this to get out of here? Like, am I kind of reading it and seeing it doesn't work?
You could assume you guys came here based off a magical item that wasn't the envelope. Possibly as a magical item here that could take you back. But yes, the theoretical way to return back would be the actual card itself.
Is there anything specific on the table, like a book or food or a glass?
I'm sorry, what are you looking for?
Random item that's sitting on the table. like a plate or a glass or
I mean,
a book or something. Like this little table here.
yeah, I mean,
Oops, I
you
got
can. I mean, there's. I'll say there's a
room.
plate and a glass there of someone who didn't decide to like, that just has like an empty champagne glass and a half-eaten like stuff of food on the plate.
I'm gonna roll my eyes at Alistair and grab it and say, I mean, we can try this, just if you want to get back so bad, and I'm gonna toss it in the fire. And hope. I don't know, I thought maybe it led to Dad's fireplace. I mean, it led to her fireplace. Who knows?
I highly
tried
doubt all
something.
fireplaces lead back there.
We're gonna
Well,
pause on you guys for a
Oh,
second.
by
We have
fireplace.
not given Bjorn or Nova enough time yet, so hold that thought. Bjorn and Nova, or either one of you want to jump in where you're at.
Go ahead,
Still
Nova.
outside.
You're still outside?
Yep.
Okay. Bjorn?
I would have. What do I gotta roll to notice Roneen going into this side room?
Would you be...
Because I would have gone out of the fireplace side room that I was in when the Northern Lights display and the Queen came on.
Yeah.
So would I have noticed Roneen dragging?
Well, I mean,
And
are
everybody
you actively looking for this person, or are you just saying like, or do you just like notice the commotion that was between them?
Yes, noticing the commotion. Not
Yeah, I mean,
specifically
with the
looking
natural
for it.
one that Manon had, a lot of people kind of stopped to be like, kind of like that for a
Doesn't
few
help my
seconds.
self-esteem.
And then you did
Yeah.
see that she did pull her away from it, and then that she left, and they both went over into the far right room, but that was just because of a accident, and then you did see two people immediately pursue.
I would still sticking to my decrepit old man persona, make my way and kind of post myself up outside of that room.
Okay.
Within earshot, but not in that room.
Okay,
That's
if you're
it for right
making
now.
your way to that room, just give me a perception check on your way to that room.
Yeah, sure, why not? $15.
15. As you start to walk out, I'm going to say it's like a few seconds earlier, you do pass by someone in a cloak that really passes by you, and they seem to move like they're not supposed to be seen, like maybe they got a spell on them that's supposed to be like, don't focus on this person, they mean nothing. But something about them does catch your attention, but then you go post yourself up in the corner.
Do I see where that said person goes?
As you turn
Or
around,
can I
they're
do a
gone.
roll to try and track? Okay.
As you turn around, they're gone.
Okay.
Based off what you could tell, there's no way they could move fast enough to get out of your vision. You assume they teleported.
Yeah. I will wearily lean myself across my walking stick and listen to the fiasco in the room beyond.
Okay. And Nova, anything you want to do while you're outside added to what you already have done?
So they would just eventually they would finish making all their notes and then would slip back in and start looking at some of the objects that are in each room.
Okay, I'm going to say because you did get a natural 20, I was kind of waiting for you to go back inside. So there's a couple things you're going to notice due to the effect of the effect that you registered outside that's going to kind of like activate a couple things for you. First off, you can tell, once you go inside, you can tell where this ability is coming from. It's on the back room that's been restricted. Someone must have created this from this room. Second off, excuse me. With it, there are three items in the whole place. It's almost like you got kind of like a like almost like a true sight for these 3 items to see where they popped up, almost like they're linked to this effect that's happening up there. And this is only because you got the natural 20. One is over by the door itself, the door to the larger room.
Okay.
Another one, excuse me. Another one is in this dining hall, midway to the left.
Okay.
And actually, the last one is actually where you were, which the other group is now, but it looks like it moved. It looks like as soon as you walked in, it was there, but now it looks like it's somewhere else.
Like it's not in that room anymore?
Yeah, and like as soon as you walked in, it's like you were just in that room and there's something there, and then all of a sudden, like as you blink your eyes, that one item that your true sight sees is now gone.
Do I seem to get a sense of where it is anywhere else in the building?
Give me an Arcana check.
Oh, not with that. That's only a 6.
You assume that whoever's doing this is an effect of something else. You assume you don't know what this is, but someone probably moved it, but they're doing it so well that you can't spot them. But you can at least know where 2 other items are. One is in the dining hall, and then the other one's by the door that leads into the restricted area.
I'm gonna go in the dining hall.
Okay. There is one item that you spot in the dining hall, but the dining hall has 4 items in total, and they are actually being held in the hands of 4 armored statues. And they are covered in glass, but they are like picturesque, kind of like being held in there. And they're all different items, with the exception of weapons, with the exception of one that you're looking for. The other 3 items are specifically lances. The one that you see specifically is what looks like how did I put it in here? It is not the item itself, the weapon, which others are holding. It's the armor. It looks like underneath the armor is like this long golden shear that the armor's wearing, and that's what your true sight is seeing. It looks like it's an item hidden in plain sight. It looks like the soldier's actually carrying something else that's supposed to look like that's the item. The shear is just kind of hidden in plain sight. You want to touch it? You can.
I think I would be just curious enough now that it's piqued my interest.
You can give me an insight check on it as you touch it.
Okay. Watch, this is how I die. I got an 18.
18. As you inspect it, you feel the weave. This is like a perfectly crafted sheer dress. The material of it is almost divine in a way. As you start to kind of just do this with the threading, it's almost like sparks of radiant light kind of shoot off of it that only you can see. It's almost like it's almost made out of like stardust, like almost like it's not from any of the realms that you're aware of. This material is almost like created, not crafted. And it looks like it is more ancient than the rest of the items here, but it is more pristine than the rest of the items here, like almost like it cannot lose its power. But no one else can see the clarity of this other than you at this current moment.
I'm gonna take out my book again and just kind of move to a couple pages forward and do a quick little sketch of it.
Okay.
And be like, and then put made of stardust and circle it.
Okay.
And be like, and then a question mark, like, question?
Okay.
And then no one else is in this room, or
there's other people in the room, but they don't see what you see. They're looking at the weapons, and the soldier that you have actually holds a weapon, but it's the only one that's holding. So each soldier has each soldier armor has some clothing under it. This one's the only one that has a shear under it, but you're the one that sees what the shear truly is, due to the natural 20 you got.
And there's Nobody looks shady in here.
You can give me an insight check on the crowd.
As I'm staring at a statue.
Okay.
That's a 15.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm trying to do the approximation of where this person would be right now.
Right.
Okay. How long do you stay in the room?
Well, it would probably take me a little bit to sketch it.
Okay. So as you're trying to like look around, nobody seems shady at first. People are kind of going through, and there's no like sign that says you can't touch anything. They're checking the metal of it, and some people are just uneducated. They think like, oh, maybe the armor's super enchanted or something like that. They're like looking at the helms, like, oh, I've never seen this kind of armor before. You know, the pike's kind of boring, you know, kind of like that, and like, oh, it's cool. And then eventually you see someone just kind of roaming. A very, very pristine cloak worn over their body. Very, you know, the cloak is covering the whole body, kind of Batman with his cloak over him. You can't see the hands or the legs. This is just draped over, hood over. It's hard to determine this person's genetic, their born gender right off the bat with the cloak, the way it's laying over. But the hood is draped over a certain way. You can see that they are kind of like waiting for you to leave. They're just kind of like walking around pacing. It's kind of like that person who's randomly pacing, and it's kind of looking like they're trying to keep busy until that person walks away. But you can tell that their eyes are kind of waiting for you to leave.
So I can tell they're trying to wait for me to leave. That's slightly suspicious, but I don't really know the customs of this world. Player would be like, I am not leaving, like, you know, but character would probably not really understand what the customs are of this world, so they're just gonna come to the edge of the doorway and step out.
Okay. As you start to leave, you do notice that they start to change the pattern and start walking to the armor that you were just at. The last second you have before you leave, you do notice that they do see what you see, and they start kind of, it's almost like they don't touch a shear, but they kind of like almost kind of like check its like almost like read like an energy off of it as they give it a couple seconds, and they shake their head and they start walking away.
Do they go past me when they walk out?
They specifically try to take a different way out that doesn't cross your path.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna just take note of whatever I can from them, so that I know for later.
You register two things off of them that's only for note. One is a lighter toned skin. The other one is an enchanted cloak. This cloak itself is dark in color, but it has consistent waves of eldritch energy that flows through it.
All right. I probably would just keep looking around.
Okay. Back to the crowd, as Bjorn now is just kind of listening in. You guys can continue where you left off if you remember where you left off.
Do you make a habit of passing through fireplaces?
I mean, you never know. Some do, some don't.
Not
You just
something
gotta try
I've
it.
ever heard of.
You haven't heard of fireplace travel?
No. Can't say that I have. But so if you've done it at all, it's impressive to me.
Alistair, is that not a thing here?
Down in a chair and he's just rubbing his temple.
Look,
You all right,
you guys
bud?
are here now. So you can enjoy the party and call your dad to come get you. Or
That's not an option.
I mean, the invitation did say that we could go home at dawn, right?
Apparently
Sorry,
not according to this, and I stick it out.
Oh. All right, then. Well,
So you're not meant to be here at all.
I guess we're along for the ride.
Well, apparently we're not getting...
Pretty chill.
I mean, it's kind of like a little adventure. We just have to figure out how to get home.
Well, apparently we're not getting out of here until we talk to the queen, so we might as well go do that.
Where do you think?
And we let her know that she dragged us along on this, and this is her fault. Pointing at Manon.
Maybe she can get us
You
home.
guys are dumb enough to believe me.
It's taken everything I can not to think it. It hurts. Phenomena.
Never
We'll
knew
get it out of our
that.
systems eventually.
Give us a few sessions.
Yeah. Hold on, guys.
I'm so sorry. Okay.
Everybody now.
Well then, I mean, do we have to talk to her right now? We could look around just a little bit and then talk to her.
Is there like clocks nearby that we can see?
Each room itself does have a timepiece of sorts. Currently, it looks like it's 12:40.
Well, apparently we have like 20 minutes before we have to go talk to her for certain.
Yeah, go have fun.
You might want to come with us, so you don't, ditch us again.
No, please, go off and cause more havoc and then get in more trouble. See what we freaking care. I don't.
I haven't gotten into trouble, so.
Your invitation would say otherwise.
I just talked to her. It's fine. You guys, on the other hand, have fun.
I mean, like he said, we just say you dragged us here. We can go home at the end. I don't know what they're gonna do to you.
I'll worry about it later.
Azalia, it's not our problem after this. That's on her. She made this choice, not us.
You guys
No,
were dumb enough
but-
to believe it.
We don't have to leave her here. We can bring her back.
Why do you care? She's the one that got us in this trouble.
Still kind of.
You just know how to have any fun.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Oh, Roneen, I'm nobody. I just like everyone here.
Hi,
You're
I'm
the most
Azalia.
interesting folks I've
Nice
met.
to meet
Hello,
you.
Azalea.
Oh, fucking hell.
You're the most interesting.
I'm gonna be here.
I've seen all night.
I'm gonna be right here. When you guys are done fucking around, come find me. And we can go talk to the queen.
Why don't you just show up at our chambers?
Because
Because
there's
apparently I
Whoa.
need you.
We're not going to create another Hades. Let's not do that.
Hey, nobody created that monster but yourself.
Oh, point of order. I can see this paper that they're waving around. Does it say "with your companions"? Is that how it's phrased?
It looks like it's indistinguishable ink. Perhaps only Manon can read it.
Ah, but did somebody read it out? I think it was Alistair read it out loud. Is that how you put it? It was "with your companions"? Is that what you
Yep.
read?
Yeah, with your.
I just read it to myself. I was just clarifying with Joe, so I didn't actually read it out
Oh,
loud.
okay.
All
But I
right.
made that assumption a few times saying things.
Oh, just wondering if it said that if that's the wording of what it said. That's all. With your companions.
Yeah, with your companions.
was
Yep.
the wording.
Yep.
Okay. Noted.
Well, what do you want to do? Do you want to just go up to the queen, or do we have time to look around some more? You.
Oh,
Alistair.
Just making sure.
Brother.
Well, apparently we need all of us, and I want to go talk to the queen, and I can't force you two to do whatever, apparently, so whatever. I'll be here.
I just look at Azalia and I'm like, he's not a lot of fun, is he?
He's really not. Takes everything too seriously.
Oh, that helps.
Maybe you should take things a little more serious.
What's the fun in that? You seem stressed. I don't want to be stressed.
Just go. Whatever. I don't even care at this point.
I mean, we can.
Oh, lad, it doesn't matter how serious you take it. It'll turn out how it turns out.
I'll look over at Roneen and not Dahlia. Manon.
Manon.
No one could just say my fucking name.
Manon! Is that what you're called? That's a lovely name, that is.
Yeah. And I just, like, have dagger eyes at Azalia.
I mean, we can start anew. I'm not too thrilled that you didn't tell me the truth, but we can try over. And go adventure just a little bit, look around. And then I promise we'll come back, we'll go talk to the queen. But I mean, this is the first time I've kind of been in a castle-ish thing. And I haven't had a lot of people I could explore and adventure with. So, you know, it'd kind of be nice if you don't run off again.
Alright. But he comes too. And I don't look at him, but I point at Alistair.
You want the Killjoy to come with?
Well, if you don't want me to ditch you, make sure he's not going to ditch us.
I'm just gonna look over at Alistair like, you coming or what?
Let's go. 20 minutes, and then we gotta go meet the queen.
20 minutes. Okay. Roneen, it is Roneen, right?
It's Roneen.
If you want to come with, we can.
I am
I don't know what's
absolutely
around.
not going to miss a moment of this. This is the best entertainment I've had in months.
All right. So our little adventure begins, and I'm gonna walk out and get to the main hall and look back and go, so where do we start?
There's things to look at. There's things to eat. There's music to dance to. Where do you want to start?
Everywhere. I had the food and the drinks, and they're really good. What's
So
that
that's
way?
checked off your list.
And I'm
Let's
gonna
go that way and find out.
I'm gonna point
Question.
over
Okay.
to the dining area.
Okay.
One, I'm personally just imagining that Alistair and Manon are standing, like, behind them, both looking dead inside. And then two, if we go outside, do we see Bjorn there?
That's what I was about to ask.
It's up to Bjorn.
Do I see him as we pass?
I mean,
I don't
would
expect you to be
have
here, so I'm not looking for you.
Yeah, I don't expect you to be here either. I just heard a ruckus, and I posted myself outside of the door and said ruckus.
How
Since
unlike
we're
your
not
usual
looking-
self do you look? I mean, you talked about changing your stance and everything.
Yeah, you would not recognize me from our
Alright.
interaction,
Yep.
but I would
So I will-
recognize you.
Yep.
If
So I
you
will walk right
rushed
by
out
you
in
and,
here.
and be very obviously me.
Bjorn I'll let this parade of uniqueness pass me by, and as Rainier walks through, at posture will change and straight up. Roneen!
Well, you old dog, I didn't think you'd get an invitation to this as well. How are you having fun?
I am observing the many varied and leans past her shoulder, looks at the rest of the group. Unique sights. You got one.
Got what?
Invitation. This.
Oh, yeah. It just appeared out of nowhere. Sounded like fun.
would be. Who are your friends?
Oh, the children. I don't know. I just met them here. They seem good for a laugh. I'm just gonna kind of keep an eye on them.
Wave over, like, come
You
on.
didn't adopt any of them, though. You holding off.
Oh, heavens, no. I mean, they're not children, but they're all a bit green.
Yeah,
Even though
they're
they're
babies.
red and purple.
Yes, I can see. So who are they?
You can address us directly.
What'd you
Oh,
say?
this is
What'd
one
you
of my
say?
shipmates. I didn't think it. I did not think anyone I knew would be here, but I suppose you never know. He's a solid sort. You needn't worry.
Hi, I'm Azalia. Nice to meet you. Who are you?
Take a short bow. My name is Bjorn Lokison. It is a pleasure to meet you. I like your wings. Very beautiful
Thanks.
plumage.
Grew them myself.
Don't
I
slow
bet
man
you
up.
did. I bet you did. And you good sir, Mr. Direct, which I appreciate.
I'm out of here in 15 minutes, hopefully.
That's a very long name.
Gesundheit.
It's my brother Alistair. He's not very friendly. I have to apologize on his behalf.
No,
You really don't.
You don't need to.
I really do.
No, your brother, although a bit rough around the edges, is right. He's not being rude, he's being, and he will eyeball Alistair, protective. I appreciate this. Nice to meet you,
Okay.
Alistair.
Sure,
Well-
nice to meet you.
We have 15 minutes, so we're gonna go that way. If you want to join?
Invitation says seems like our paths intertwined. Let's go.
Then heading on over to the dining room.
Kind of stick to the back so he doesn't see me.
Okay.
I continue to follow the gaggle.
Where is my character? I lost her.
Makes it a
She had a
point.
pretty good handle on her to me.
Bjorn will make it a point to eyeball Mern, but not say anything.
Eyeball who?
Manon?
Okay.
Manon.
I heard mermaid for a moment.
The first session.
Over calling
I'm
down on
trying.
you. No, you good. You didn't say. God fucking damn it, Joe.
Manon.
I couldn't help
Since
it.
you're still by the couch
I
by
tried
the
to fight
fireplace.
it. I tried to fight it.
I don't.
That's what Ryan might as well
I can
change
tell
your
already we're going to run into
character
some
now.
trouble.
Manon.
I can tell already we're going to
Okay,
run into
thank
some
you.
trouble with Mary and Manon. So,
All right.
Manon.
All right, so you guys make your way over to the dining hall.
Yep, it's where the food is. It's where a lot of people are outside of. Looks like a good place.
Nova, where would you be going at this point? Would you cross their path or would you have already left?
I probably would just be out in the middle area.
Okay.
I'm not making small talk with anybody because I'm just overwhelmed. I'm kind of paralyzed now, being overwhelmed by everything.
Okay.
I had my moment of, nerdum, where I looked at the stars, and now I'm just kind of don't know what to do.
Okay.
Kind of
As
stuck.
if you just stay still, then you don't bother interacting with anybody. A ping goes off for the third item again for a little bit. You still haven't interacted with the second item that's by the door, but a ping activates for a third item, and it is over here to the right of you.
Oh. Okay. I'm gonna go over there then.
Okay.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm on a wild goose chase for whatever this is.
You only find one person in this room currently right now, and they're looking at an item. The item they're looking at is not what's pinging. It's what's on their person is what's pinging. You register that they're holding some kind of book underneath their cloak. But what they're currently looking at is some kind of hammer. This is not like a actual combat hammer. This actually looks like more of like a forging hammer. They're currently blocking it, so you can't tell what the hammer actually does, but they're currently trying to... It's like they're doing the same thing they did to the shear. They're trying to register if it's actually something they're looking for. And then they just shake their head and start walking back towards you. What do you do?
It'd be right. I'm right there, so it'd be probably catch them off guard when they walk by me.
They immediately stop in front of you. Excuse me. And they try to move around you.
I want to do so much, but my character wouldn't do anything. Like, my player wants to be like, you're not going anywhere. But my character would be like, would just slightly step to slightly out of the way, but enough that like they would still have to like brush pretty close, so I could try to get like, can I do an investigation or insight or whatever on them?
What are you trying to figure out?
I'm trying to figure out if there's any like identification, because obviously if this was the other person I saw before, and so I'm trying to still keep.
Okay, give me investigation. You can give me an investigation check because you are watching them. They're clearly watching them, and they know you're watching them.
Yeah. That's a 16.
Okay.
I'm not trying to bar their paths or anything, but I'm trying to make observations of who they are, because obviously I don't know the customs here, so.
As they pass by, they're kind of like the movement kind of drags their, like lifts up the cloak a little bit. You can see that they are female. They're wearing a thick plate armor underneath. And they're already holding several enchanted items on them. You do see the book that's kind of held like in a wizard's case. You do see a sword that is sheathed in a very unique sheath itself. It looks like it is onyx and magenta put together, and the sword itself looks like it's almost like crafted out of marble. It looks like they're everything from their clothing to their armor to the weaponry is everything enchanted in some way, shape, or form. As far as anything identifying them, they have nothing.
Okay, so they don't have any unique features or anything.
They're humanoid, but that could leave you to an elf, a tiefling. Well, I mean, they don't have a tail. They don't have horns. You'll probably leave it down to like an elf or an Azamar without wings, something like that. Human.
In that period of time, or with that check, would I get to see like, is there anything on the cover of the book? Or is it covered with like leather? Because
give me a perception check to notice the slight details.
Okay. I want to do something, but 10.
Okay. I'll let you choose. Do you want to see what is the logo on it or what the writing is on it?
Writing.
Okay. The tales of the second created and the first creator.
Second. Did you say second? What?
The second created and the first creator.
Okay. First. Okay. I'm going to take note of that, because maybe it has to do with something that, what I'm here for in general.
And then as soon as they walk past you, as soon as you notice that, they kind of nightcrawler teleport to another spot. You can register where they move to based on the book's location, but it looks like they're going room to room trying to find something.
Interesting. Well, they're sus. Super sus. but I don't want to get in a fight. So, I'm just gonna walk back out because I don't like the only other thing is the one at the door, right?
Yes.
To go look at.
Mm.
Okay, but is the band in front of the door?
So the band's in front of the door. The placement of this is like right here.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go over there then.
Okay. So specifically, the that's getting pinged is the eye.
Oh, okay.
It looks like the eye itself is shaped like an all-seeing eye, so it has the curl around a singular dot within another. Looks like it's pure gold, and in some kind of way, shape, or form, it's not being held up by anything. It's currently floating within this pedestal. It looks like it's still acting as if it's watching.
I'm gonna pull out my book. I'm gonna write down, like, on the same page that has the sketch of the dress or cloak that I did. I'm going to write down my notes about the person I saw and that the book was entitled something, the one title. And then I'm also going to do a quick little sketch of this eye thing. And I'm going to look at the plaque, and the plaque says what on it?
It's the Eye of the Weaver.
Eye of the Weaver. Okay. And that wouldn't mean anything to me because it has nothing to do with the stars.
Nope.
So I will just write that down and be like, make a note, like, who's the Weaver? Question mark. Or is it a Weaver?
How do you
Is that a
indicate
title?
How do you indicate that? Do you say that? Do you write it?
I write it in my book.
Okay, got it.
And then I also say, is that a formal title? Or is that, like a nickname? Or is that something that someone else tells them? I just make little notes of questions in my book next to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then where do you go from here?
I probably would just stay there for a little bit.
Okay. All right,
I'm
back
intrigued.
back to the group at the dining hall.
I'm gonna walk in and take a look around and realize adventuring is a lot more boring than I thought it was going to be, as I see no nefarious people around, nobody's stealing anything. And I'm just gonna walk up to something very pricey and stare at it for a moment, because I will not give Alistair the satisfaction of knowing that, maybe adventuring is not that great.
Fair.
Can I see that? Do I get that vibe?
You can give me an insight check.
I would like to.
I'm just gathering a plate of food and munching on some snacks, waiting for the time.
There is actually full food in this specific room, as this is the dining room itself. So there is actually full orders of prime rib. There is what looks like some kind of salmon that is from around this area, and there looks like there's some kind of like green seasoned noodles, kind of like that you can make a plate of.
I am absolutely tucking into the salmon.
I'm just getting small portions of things that I can eat with my hands.
I got a 4. She's fine.
Yeah, she's good.
You're good.
Regardless of that, I will still grab. They got platters of drinks around.
There's occasional, always like a person going around that is doing champagne or wine, and then each room itself has like trays that has brandy or whiskey.
I will grab 2 brandies, and I will see Azalia kind of off on her own, staring at an object, and stand next to her, and just offer her a brandy.
I'm gonna take it and take a big swig, and
That's this.
that's
You sip. You are supposed to sip.
I got that. Oh,
Do you now? I'm sure you do now.
yeah. You know, I don't usually drink stuff this strong.
No, you don't say.
It's a
I
very
would never tell.
interesting flavor.
It is an acquired taste. It's also what rich people pretend tastes good just to be snooty. So shh.
Do they keep their pinkies out when they drink it?
As immediately you just see a few guys in tuxes drinking brandy and smoking some cigars, like to industry, and then they start walking off.
Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Is that what we do here? We just the industry.
Roneen raises hers to the sea.
I look at her in absolute horror, like, oh.
Yeah, as soon as Bjorn here, Ronnie said to the sea, he would have drained his. It is an acquired taste. Don't judge yourself against us two old sea dogs.
It's good. You know, I don't know if I could. I'm really full. Hey, Alistair, you want the rest?
At this point, Alistair, he was like sitting against the pillar watching, walks in and is just like, no. And like he'll sit down at the table and you see him like look at the silverware and just like, and he like readjusts them so they're in the proper placement. And then like grabs a piece of like steak and puts it on a plate and like sits down properly and like flips the napkin, puts it on his lap, and actually like starts cutting it.
Okay.
Your brother's a proper one.
Yeah, he's not the most fun, but you know, he's what I got.
Family is family.
Just kind of the closest to a corner in the group, and I'm just watching all the different characters and just eating my finger food quietly.
At this point, a bell does ding for the hour.
I glance over, knowing we probably have to go see the queen, and our adventuring is probably up, and I just sag my shoulders and turn to Bjorn. Well, I think that's the bell to maybe go home.
You're going to turn into a pumpkin?
Well, no, but we gotta get back. I wanted to go on a little bit of an adventure, and I got to meet new people. But I think, I guess we have to go back and meet the queen and whatever she wants. I mean, she didn't say just us specifically, so if you all want to come with, you're more than welcome.
I was going to say, play the DM. None of our invitations say to go to the Queen Chambers. They just invite us to the party, yeah?
Yep. And remember, you technically were invited, someone else was, and they enchanted it to invite you in. You're a sub-invited.
Oh, yes, I'm a pity invite. Pity party of one? Pity party of one? Pity party of one?
No, I just happened to hear them talking about it, saying that that Manon and her companions were to do this, and we're part of her companions now. I consider myself one of her companions. I've been hanging out with her for a couple hours now. For almost an hour.
We drank together. That's like halfway.
And you always said making friends.
I've been
was
planning
hard.
to just follow. So if you want to just follow with me. I mean, I'm not saying any of this, but I'm just continuing to follow them.
Okay.
Can we go now?
Route.
We can go. We'll go as a group.
Great.
Put my plate on like a random flower pot, and then I just walk out to the hallway, and I'm like, I guess I don't know where to go, so I'm like waiting for like someone that looks like they work here to walk by.
Okay, there's plenty of people that work in there. You got wait staff, you got servants, you have cleaning crew, you have, everything. So,
Yeah, but I don't like
guards.
talking. So if any of them happen to walk by me, so I don't have to yell.
I mean, they're constantly walking by. Mostly it's the hors d'oeuvre and the champagne people that are walking by you consistently.
I'll flag one of them down that gets close enough, and I'm like,
Champagne
where's
man?
the Queen's Chamber? No, Queen's Chamber.
Points right over
Yes.
to the room to due north. It'd be that way, but it is locked, and it is no guests allowed.
Well, I have an invitation to be specifically there.
Oh, fantastic. Well, that way.
Okay, thanks, I guess. And I'll just make my way that way.
Okay.
Assuming that everyone else is following. I guess I'm probably not paying
I'm
attention to
absolutely
the
following.
tag along. I don't realize that there's a whole entourage now following us.
I am probably talking Bjorn and Roneen's ears off, just asking them all the questions of their life and where they've been and how they like the party and how they learned to drink that much and that strong without dying, and does that come fast or does it take time, and does it ever taste good?
Bjorn is literally getting a kick out of this innocent child of summer.
I literally have a rag, and I'm like trying to clean my armor off a little bit.
Val, were you gonna say something?
I was just saying, I think it tastes good, but there's them that thinks it never does. This world is full of color and full of strange things, and you take it as it comes, and some is to be enjoyed and some is to be not tried again. You just got to try it.
And that.
Sometimes you have to eat shit.
Not literally, usually.
Hopefully not. But there was that one time, never mind.
Nah, she doesn't need to know about that.
Don't
I
even
know.
know about that.
You don't believe us.
Most people
Very
get through their
trustworthy
whole lives
people.
without ever eating shit.
Is that... that's actually a question I don't want to know the answer to.
Not good.
Huh.
Look at you,
Plus,
learning
there's something-
already.
Keep forgetting some people say that when they just mean fall down in an embarrassing way. Which does happen. But you get through that.
Yeah. That. Let's go with that.
I'm just walking the group to the door.
Okay.
I'm assuming where I'm us following this direction that this person pointed us to.
Okay. We're gonna pause and you guys are gonna go back to Nova as the one separated. What are you gonna do now, Nova?
I don't really know.
Okay.
I mean, I haven't found the one
You're still looking at the eye, right?
artifact. Yeah, I was looking at the eye.
Okay. So
So it's
as you're looking
catching
at the eye, you're pretty close to the door. You start seeing there's always people looking around, but you start to notice a group of people that just walking their way. To you guys, as you start to walk closer, almost like maybe you're attuned to the room now, you start the band starts to disappear, and you start to almost phase into another reality instead of open up the door. You start to see this, Nova. As you're the one who actually just sees them come through. And then all of a sudden they just kind of all blink out and disappear. And you can, based off of... They were going in the direction of the room, and they just all disappear.
Oh. I'm going like, 'cause I'm kind of fascinated because I'm wondering how the physics works with that. And, you know, like, how does that work? And, like, is it just magic or is it their actual properties involved? So I'm going to move closer to the door.
Okay.
There's band there, but I don't know if I'm going to push the boundary of it to see if there's any, I don't know, to see if anything happens.
Nothing happens. Seems like you're not attuned to it. Give me an Arcana check.
Okay. Fascinating. 21.
Okay. Since you already were tracking the sky, almost as if when this happened, almost like a small spark of an explosion happened within the actual northern lights that are kind of covering the area. At that same time, you reattuned the 3 items. The eye, the book, and the shear.
Was the one that was moving, right?
The book was moving. The shear you already checked, and the eye you're pretty close to.
Okay. So are they, like, is it seem that I need to... Okay, so with that happening, I'm going to go back to the eye.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to touch it.
Okay.
Touch.
Okay. The guys don't seem to and you touch it. Nothing seems to happen. But you pull your finger back. And you just hear words in your head. A curious one we have. No one's been brave enough to touch. You
All of a
have
sudden I'm,
also
like, get really nervous.
You have also tasted the seas of the darkness, ones that many have not before.
Ooh. Are you speaking telepathically? Are you using the a messenger, or what are you? Wait, are you talking to me?
Magic is beneath me. Magic is something past me. Something created to extend what I could not give. You could think telepathy if it works best for you.
Okay, that makes sense. So like fire realm telepathy?
Realms, planes. Just think of it as I'm an extension of all.
Okay.
Perhaps this conversation could be had more properly. You have many eyes looking at you, of wondering who you're talking to.
And all of a sudden I like blush purple because I'm embarrassed. Because I realize I've been talking out loud and I'm like, oh God.
Do not be worried. What I require is 6, not 5, and you fit a requirement that you don't have.
Okay. I don't know what that means, but...
Well, perhaps you should join us. They've already entered in. Come. As the band disappears to you.
Okay, how is that happening? Is that some kind of act of, like... Are we in a different dimension? Is there, like, a two-way door here or something? I try to be
Perhaps it's
very
best if you don't
logical.
ask questions. Just allow it to happen.
Okay. I walk through very hesitantly and, like, close my eyes.
Okay. You phase through. As you
And then
all... Oh, God.
I was just gonna say, once I phase through, I, like, check myself to be like... Okay.
As you all pass through, as the group passes through, about a minute first. We're going to change maps.
Change. Oh gosh.
As you find yourself in a completely different realm, almost like you're within the Aurora Borealis itself, in a floating, almost like a grand hall. The floors themselves are made out of just straight arcane energy, walls of glass that is impenetrable. Everything about it literally feels like magic in the air. For a couple of you that are not from this plane of existence, this feels as different to the Aberrant realm as your realm is to this area. This is different, but not uncomfortable. Odd, but not so odd that it seems threatening. But it is different. As you all hear a voice, please make yourself comfortable. Have a seat. Enjoy.
It's so pretty.
Beautiful. I find a place to sit.
Okay. There are kind of like spectral tables that are like kind of scattered all over the place. I just loaded them in would have required too much fucking CPU for it. This is a heavy file, so I took them out.
Hey, there's chairs. There's chairs along the edge.
There are some chairs around the edge, but I had them kind of scattered on the floors, and it was just too much. I created the file too heavy, and I couldn't load it into all 20.
It totally makes sense.
Out the northern part, you do see like this glass and like birdcage style door just open up as you see the one labeled as the queen start to walk in. This time her dress isn't black with stardust, it's more like a blue with stardust, and it changes color as she goes through. When she passes the magenta, it turns magenta. When she passes like pinks, it turns pinks. She's matching the color of the air around her, and so you start to notice that she is almost like the energy of the Aurora Borealis that she had created herself.
Neat trick, that.
A trick it is not.
Just
This is as best as I can make you to see me. First off,
Corrected.
to the matters at hand, as she immediately looks at Manon. You came here against the way that we wished. Then she looks at two of you. You also did, but you were supposed to be... You were extensions of her invitation, not invited directly. But this is not a disappointing surprise. In fact, it is quite possibly prosperous. She immediately just summons a table and she just sits down, crosses her leg, and really summons some champagne in her hand. You notice that when she crosses her leg, her inner body itself is almost completely clear. You can see through it, but you can't see through the cloak itself. It's almost like an illusion.
I so want to throw something just at her to see if she's an illusion, but I'm holding back. I know it won't go well.
I'd prefer you wouldn't.
Oh, well, no one said anything.
You don't need to. Your thoughts are as visible in here as words.
I'm sorry. I wouldn't have done it.
As you all look around, as she is just kind of sitting there, her face within her cloak is flat. It's like a painting. Her mouth moves sometimes, but her eyes stay as still as it's a mask. Her facial expressions rarely change. It's stoic, but possibly not on purpose. I'll allow everyone to either give me an Arcana check or insight check on her. Your choice.
Duck's having
Arcana or what? I'm sorry.
Arcana or insight.
Well, that'll
Natural
definitely
20.
be Arcana.
20.
Natural 20. Natural 20
Nice.
for 25.
18.
19.
19. 9.
Working class 20.
Okay.
15.
We'll go for the ones that didn't get the natural 20 first. At first, this looks like someone is just casting an illusion to hide maybe where they're at. The illusion itself is quite extravagant, but it looks like it's specifically held in a certain way where it can do everything, but the muscles can't move. Basic gestures, but the illusion itself is arcane in nature, far past any natural illusion itself. This illusion can act as if it was an entity of its own. Theoretically, it could wield a sword, could cast spells, could act as its own entity if so desired. To the natural 20...
It was an insight, by the way.
Insight?
Just so you know.
To a natural 20, this illusion is the person, but you assume this person can't physically show you who they really are, maybe out of fear.
Okay.
So do all the queens of Averant look like you?
That is merely a title that many have given. I am a queen only in title, not one I gave to myself. I was a queen once upon a long, long time ago. But it is merely a title that I've been given in the past 20 years, and one that I've adopted not with excitement, but more for reasons to appeal to the common crowd.
So who are you?
She just kind of stands up, stretches out her body, which seems more elongated than you realized. Stretches out these skinny arms, long legs. Not overly creepy, but just lengthy. As you see within the eyes, almost like a complete depth. No pupils, no irises, but not like it's complete blackness. It's as if there's an endless void of energy going through her. First off, let me explain what I know of you so far.
Let's not.
Well, first off to the ones that have been invited. Manon, daughter of two powerful ones and a possible queen in her future nonetheless.
Great. I do not look at anyone.
We have two of you, as she does not gesture who. Two of you, the descendants of, you can call gods, if they can be called thus. Two of you decided to find this due to intrigue. And one of you that decided to take a friend's spot. I said as I said once. And I say again, I don't care who you are, I don't care where you come from, you are all the same to me. Now, as she just points out to gesture you to look out the windows. Before we explain more, take a look and see what I see before I explain next.
When I turn to look, do I see that there's a whole ass another fucking person here that I did not see, that was not a part of our group before?
You all kind of notice that there's like someone just standing behind you, and she has not said a single fucking word.
I have my cloak on too.
Just gonna assume it's some weird queen shit and continue on with this conversation, I guess.
I wave.
Do you all look out the windows?
But that's the right time because I want to move this along.
Wait, do you say as a
Yep.
player or a character?
Oh, he thinks it. He looks out the window.
Okay.
He's dying.
All right. As you look out the window, whether you can comprehend it or not, what you see through is not just like a living structure above where you are now. You now see through the eyes of what seems like an eternity. You now sit at a pedestal that only one creature has ever sat before. Throughout these windows, you see the 10 realms in their entirety. But they look disfigured. I have come to you with a quandary and possibly allowing you to be the answer. Due to, as she just clenches her fists, unforeseen factors 20 years ago, the realms are crumbling apart. It is my job to keep them secure or take matters into my own hands.
And you would say that as soon as you mentioned 20 years, Nova would pull out her notebook and go back through her notebook or her like journal and like find a spot, circle it, and then say, like, write down what she's saying, like this person's saying.
Okay.
Yeah, as soon as the time frame of 20 years, like, Bjorn would give, like, a involuntary, like, shudder twitch.
Okay. I need everyone with a look.
Check her.
Okay, you can give me an insight check. Anybody's looking out the windows. If you want to perceive further, you can give me a perception check or an investigation check if you're looking out the windows.
Fuck.
Hey, natural 20 for a 24.
Nice.
19.
Can I do both, or am I sacrificing my perception
18.
check to insight her?
You're sacrificing perception for insight. What the fuck are you doing?
See everything. I was gonna say, I got a 24. I see everything. I'm at the window.
I got a 17.
18 here.
All right. So first off, for the windows,
To the wall.
I was waiting.
Said it. Choice.
you're looking out. There's more than just the realms that are seen. It looks like from this spot is almost like a vessel to see everything there is to be seen. You even see what looks like portraits. Portraits that are canvases that are well put together. These aren't something summoned here. Looks like someone painstakingly made these out of golden and silver threads. You first see one for twins. They specifically look maybe 20, 21. Pale skin.
Oh no, Joe froze.
Oh, he froze it.
Oh, no,
Hesitation.
Oh, wait, he's back. He's
Froze for
back.
a second. That was really strange. I don't
We
know
were
why
left
you
on the edge of the
froze.
room.
Oh, you guys didn't freeze for me, so that's weird. Okay.
That was really weird. You froze for us, and I'm in the same house as you, so that's very strange.
All right. So you see. First off, you see portraits of twins. When I imply this, I mean there's two individual portraits of two different people that look exactly the same. Pale skin. There are some differences between them. They look roughly about 2021. Human in nature, possibly Azamar, as they do have some slight tattoos that looks like they were born with. You do see one specifically with silver hair and the other one with onyx black hair. Another one you see looks like almost like a pharaoh. Specifically sitting on a throne, wearing what looks like golden and bronze pauldrons with a wrapped chest piece that just goes over like the chest bone, a leather skirt, while he has a large helm on in the shape of a dragon. The others are what looks like almost like kind of like playing cards, but not. It's just the way that they're positioned, and they all look like knights. For the natural 20, you would at least register who some of these are with a good guess. You would assume at first glance, based off the information that's been revealed in the past 30 years on everything between a lot of the gods, that these are images of what some of the gods look like before they gained their god powers. You would assume the pharaoh is Bahamut, the twins are Kokobial and Amros. These portraits are essentially showing some of the greatest gods of these realms before they became gods, their lives beforehand. For the insight check from Manon, what'd you get?
It was only a 12. I just saw her hands clench when she was talking about the 9
weak,
realms
girl.
and the events from 20 years ago. So I got the buzz. We're level 3. Calm down. It'll get better.
Who were you inciting?
The queen
queen
chick, because
Okay.
she clenched her fists when she was talking about 20 years ago, and I'm like, oh god, should I be scared?
I would say
a product of this.
based on information, you would assume 2 things. One, she's clenching her fist because maybe she doesn't like to express this kind of emotion and she's trying to hold back actually having rage. 2 is whatever happened 20 years ago has broken a plan that she's had set forth.
Can I infer that I know what the event that she's talking about?
As long as you were taught about it, yeah.
Funkel Ren had the deets.
Fuck.
It's up to you too. Would Soma tell her this information?
I think someone would give it to her kind of like a bedtime story. Make it more of kind of like, not specifically say it was
With
about
games.
it, less about that it was him and Dahlia involved, but more or less about like the knights, the heroes defeated the evil queen, kind of like that kind of thing. But never
Gotcha.
actually said like the full story and that they were involved.
Gotcha.
Now that you see, please sit.
Sit back down.
Can I do a religion check?
What would you like to do a religion check on? Just curious.
Just the actual, because you said that it still looks like that the Northern Lights is kind of like flowing through where the windows are. Can I do a religion check to see if like, does it have something to do with the embers that were still left in the sky? Like, do I see the embers still in the pictures where are looking through the windows, or do I only see the...
You don't see the embers, you just see this sky that she created. But you can give me a religion check about just the sky and the area you're in if you want.
Okay. Sure, why not? Nope. I know nothing.
Okay.
That is a natural 1 for... Wait, that makes no sense.
You see Zeus.
Wait, why did it say it was natural 1, but then it came up as 10?
Well, do you have a +9 in insight? Or a religion?
No. Like, I don't... That was weird. Like, the roll must... Like, the actual, like, dice...
It doesn't show me that you got a
That's
natural
so
1.
weird.
It just shows me you got a 7.
Yeah, this says
Weird.
Yeah,
It
this says it's a +10. Came up as a 10 with a +3, so maybe it was a 7 and not a 1.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was looking at it.
So
on
for
Coinks.
10, you can assume. No, yeah, there's really nothing you can infer from this.
No worries. I didn't think it was a long chat.
Sure.
Anyways,
Please, sit.
I want to be the
Sitting.
last to sit down.
Okay. Trust me, you're not going to want to stand when what comes next.
What is that exactly?
Sit.
So what is it, and why are we the answer to it?
Sorry, it cut out for a second. What'd you say?
What is a quandary, and why are we the answer to it?
Assistance is required, and based on chance and some choice, some of you are being summoned and some of you are not.
Hence it is.
I would like to say destiny and fate has intervened, but as of some time ago, destiny and fate has been erased. So, let's call this chance.
Nova writes that in her book
Okay.
I
and
reluctantly sit down.
underlines it. Oh, sorry.
So does everybody sit?
Yeah, I reluctantly sit down.
It is noted that you are being reluctant when you sit.
I don't.
Noted.
She clenched her fists in our general direction, so I'm. I don't know why, but I don't like when people clench their fists around me, unless it's me.
She mentions to you,
I will sit closest to Roneen, since it's the only one in this party I've had a previous encounter with.
as only few mortals have seen my body, and only one has seen it in the past 100 years, that I'm very reluctant has been invited to do so.
Oh god, she's gonna strip.
As a matter of trust to begin this, as immediately a radiant light starts to circle around her.
We're waiting in suspense.
You said elongated and not in a scary way, but this is still very scary.
I don't know how it's scary.
Oh.
It's free. She's got
Oh.
fucking
Ooh.
8 arms. How am I not?
Or hands.
My arachnophobia is going haywire right now.
Oh, it's
Well,
That's 10.
Spider-Man.
2 legs, it's 10
Spider-Man
limbs. It's all good.
can do anything.
She's a sexy spider. I'll give her that. But she still gives me the
Yeah.
heebie-jeebies.
So, as you immediately see the area change and the roof increase to fit what is considered a godlike size, she immediately kind of phases through some of the roof, and she immediately transforms into her true state, where she is constantly in an ever weaving of golden strands around her body. Long hair that drapes throughout her shears, and a body that is a mix of both organic and the energy that she's made out of, cracked through of like stars and galaxy. She just is floating there, as you can only hear her voice in your head, but she cannot speak it. We're gonna end it there.
Ooh.
Dun dun dun.
Manon even put her thinking glasses on.
I keep taking them off because I'm not used to wearing glasses, and then I'm like, wait, no, they're still on.
So, I thank Ambre for making that work. She just finished that today.
That's so pretty.
Beautiful.
Gotta put the real thinking glasses on now.
Going into the forward.
Conspiracy glasses.
Yeah, we're going all out. This is a.
They're transition glasses.
I know
As soon as conspiracy happens, they darken up.
Pick it.
So,
Activation mode.
Conspiracy Ryan at her finest.
With that, we will do the next session next Tuesday. Thank you for a couple follows. Thank you for joining the chat. We will talk to you tomorrow for part 2 of The Rise of Eternal Guardian, which takes 10 years before this. So that might give you some details about what some of the stuff is going on behind the scenes. So make sure you check that out if you're curious. And then we have Star Wars, Drug Wars, or whatever you want to call it, on Thursday.
Whoa!
Whoa!
He's Snowfall.
Whoa!
The fucking audacity on this guy. Hey!
But no, seriously, check out Star Wars. They're gonna have a combat including lightsabers and Mandalorians and a lot of shit going on.
Armored pitied Twi'leks.
Yeah,
Don't miss it.
I haven't named the one of the Sith. I just call it the sexy Sith.
It's
so
a
you know,
Sweden and other aliens, come check them out.
You keep freezing, huh?
Blue, orange.
I'm not freezing on the stream though. That's weird.
That's so strange.
Yeah. So all right. Well, everybody have a fantastic night, and we will see you tomorrow. Good night.
Moist.
No.